Greetings, Glitter Gang, and welcome back to Kathryn Scraps Live. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Kathryn, and today what I'm crafting live is this Halloween album. Oh, everyone's leaving. Are we done? Did you guys decide we're done for the day? We can be done for the day. I mean, not for the day, but for the afternoon. Is everyone busy? Did I miss something? Did it sound like I was leaving? All right. So anyway, okay, we are going to continue on with this album. Maybe. So this weird shape here, okay, let's check the previous video to see how you make it. But this is the template for this clear pocket. So we're going to go ahead and continue with that. So, well, thank you, Monica. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right. So what we're going to... Donna's just leaving for now. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make 2, 4... Okay. Hey, kitty. Hi. You're so pretty. Hi. Thank you for spending time with me. Hi. Thank you so much. You're such a nice kitty. She's lying on the transparencies. It's almost like she knew what I was going to need next. All right. So we're going to make 2. Okay. Just because I got a little close one time. Or the cats were leaving. It's okay. You know what? It's fair. It's fair. You're leaving. The cats are leaving. I'm leaving. Kitty's very mad. I hope my hand stops being a jerk. I would love that. I would love that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to... I probably should have just left during the confusion. Giving my hand a little rest. Oh well, it's fine. All right. Mr. Lifeguard asked me what I did in my hand, and I said, I don't know, but either slept wrong or held my phone wrong, or and he was like, oh yeah, the over 40 things. And I'm like, yeah, the over 40 things. Because I don't remember injuring it. Like, I don't remember hurting my arm. You know what I mean? Like, it was just all of a sudden one day I woke up and it was hurting. And I was like, great. So... the over 40 things. Okay, so like I said, previous video has instructions on how to make that pocket. And then what we have to do now is we have to remove these 2 pieces of paper. So let's just set that to the side for a second. All right. And hopefully we'll get as lucky with this second round. Gretchen says, my ankle's been hurting. I think it's from past injury and winter. Yeah, I think it's just like, this is a past injury. It's just flaring up. We had a sudden drop in temperature. It's just mad. You know, just over 40 things. Just over 40 things. Okay. So, Coffin 1. And is this one Coffin, is it glued down or is it taped down? Because if it's taped down, I'm gonna move it. Feels like glue. Darn. Well. Oh yeah, definitely glue. But you know what? I can work with it. I can work with it. Okay. All right. So let's get this one up. So Marcel is partway through his fungicide and he's on to all of our tricks. So he now no longer trusts churros or greeny pill pockets or spoonfuls of his favorite soup. He no longer trusts anything. He's like, nope, they're trying to poison me. They're trying to poison me. So, oh well. He's on to us. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this on. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this one because it's not wet. And now remember, this time one of them's got to come from the left down to the right, and then the other one's going to come from the right down to the left. So what we want to do is we want to put our coffin so that it's centered on our mat. So that's right here. This is the center. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. So this is the center line. And then stick it down. Well, I suggest that we wrap them in turkey. You know, something really yummy, you know. Something irresistible. So okay. All right, so once you've got that stuck down, then get your paper trimmer and you're just gonna burnish the sides. And I just line the edge up with the last score line. And then you can just fold it over, although not on this one because this is not the one. Okay, so we got that one done. Now this one we've got to put the coffin the other direction. All right, so pay attention to that because, like I said, this time the coffins go 2 different directions. And what you're doing is, let me hold it up so you can just see, because I know this shape looks odd when it's like this. So I'm going to put it behind the transparency so you can see the shape. Okay, so that's what we're doing, just a pocket. Okay, all right, so then bring the scoreboard back. speak of the Munchkin. And he shall appear. Hi. He's freaked out by the transparency. He's like, what the heck? What the heck? Look at him. He's like, what the? What? Hey, buddy. Is that scary? Is that scary, buddy? Yeah? Is that scary? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. He's lying down. You don't keep going after him when he lies down. Why don't you guys just love each other? Hey, Marcel, why are you stupid? Huh? Oh, he wants Kitty to chase him. Oh! Great. Cat fight. Right behind my chair. Okay. Hey, are you guys being pests? You being pesty kitties? So Tiny Cat, the current dynamic between Tiny Cat and Marcel is that Marcel is scared of Tiny Cat. So in the beginning, Tiny Cat was scared of Marcel, and she would just freak out whenever she saw him. Then she went through kind of an antagonistic phase where she would try attacking him every time she saw him. And then that didn't work because every time she did that, Kitty would come out of nowhere like an avenging angel and leap on Tiny Cat and beat her up. So, and Tiny Cat and Kitty had their worst fights of their entire lives over Marcel, specifically over Tiny Cat being mean to Marcel. So then Tiny Cat stopped being mean to Marcel. And now where they are is Marcel's scared of Tiny Cat because she attacked him so many times. And he just freezes when he sees her for the most part. So like last night, he was curled up in the chair with me in like what she thinks of as her spot. And she came by twice and like aggressively sniffed him over his entire body, like very much in his face. And he just froze. Like you could tell he was just frozen in terror. And then she left. And then a few minutes later, she came by and she did it again, and then she left, and then she went and found another space to hang out. And she got over it, and he went back to sleep. So I think now that she's learned that he will stop when she wants him to, for the most part, and she doesn't have to worry about him. She's not scared of him anymore, so now she's kind of trying to figure out where exactly are the boundaries and that sort of thing. And now that Kitty's pretty sure that Tiny Cat's not going to do anything to Marcel, she leaves them alone for the most part. So, all right, so there's our pocket. So we'll just lift the flaps up and put down the ATG. Now, Marcel is really funny. He does not push with Tiny Cat at all. And I think that's because he can tell the Tiny Cat's not annoyed. She's like mad. Like she's about ready to fight him. So with Kitty, he just pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes until she like beats him up. Because he's pretty sure she likes him and she's just like, he just needs to, you know, get her in the right moment and then she'll finally chase him. Because that's like his life goal is just for Kitty to chase him. So that's kind of where the two of them are. So that's what their little tussle on the floor was about, was that he was trying to get her to chase him and she was like, I'm just trying to vibe, okay? Just trying to vibe here on the floor. Leave me alone. You are ruining the vibes. So So when I asked Marcel why he was stupid, it's because she had already made it clear that she wasn't going to be engaging with him at the moment. And he was like, okay, you're not going to engage with me at the moment. And she was like, I'm not going to engage with you. And he was like, okay. And he walked off. And then he jumped on her face. And I was like, Marcel, like, just, you're dumb. I don't know, like, what? No means no has been a toughie for Marcel. That's been a tough one for Marcel. He's really struggled with that particular lesson. I mean, he's got it with Tiny Cat. He knows with Tiny Cat will mess him up. So no means no when Tiny Cat says no. So, but when Kitty says no, he's like, eh. He's like, I mean, he's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it was no. I'm not sure it was no. So he can be a little bit of a punk. He's getting a little bit of a punky attitude. He must be in his teen years. He must be in the teens. All right, so where I put the tape is I put the tape on the back of the coffin. I make sure not to put any tape on the plastic where it'll show. He's going to be a big cat. I hope he doesn't terrorize Kitty when he's bigger. I hope he keeps, you know, a fairly submissive attitude, because I don't want Kitty to be traumatized in her twilight years. By this young whippersnapper. So that's the dynamic. So, but Tiny Cat's she's all good now. So she's basically declared the bedroom as her space. And Kitty's allowed in without supervision. Tiny Cat's like, it's cool. You can come in here. Marcel needs to be supervised, or she will supervise him. So if he comes in without a human paying attention to him, then she will follow him around the store, or around the store. She'll follow him around the room, you know. So she'll just follow him, and she kind of stalks him around the bedroom, Even when he's just making his little sweep, you know how cats like to make their little sweeps, and just check that nothing's changed in this part of the house in the last, you know, day. Like, she follows him around while he does those, because she doesn't trust him at all. So, but she doesn't do it. She doesn't chase him out or anything. She used to try and chase him out. Now she doesn't really care. So she's definitely, you know, thawed to Marcel. And last night I thought she might sit next to him, because she and Kitty will sit next to each other on my lap sometimes, which is really funny because Tiny Cat doesn't really groom herself. That's not something she does. She's the grossest cat I've ever seen. We have to groom her. So, and I don't know why she's like that. I think she's just not socialized properly. Like, she didn't learn any, like, cat stuff, you know, from her cat mom or cat colony or whatever. I think that's kind of what her deal is. She's also a rescue. So is Kitty. Kitty has a bite out of one ear, a rat bite. They think, like, one of her ears just has teeth, straight up teeth marks in it. So Kitty definitely got in some fights back in the day. But all right, so I want to take this thing, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. All right. So I still have a little bit of the cardstock, so I can reposition it so it'll be in the right spot. So all the cats are like kind of semi-deranged. Yesterday Marcel just came and sat on the stove right next to a boiling pot. And I was like, "Are you dumb? Like, what is your..." I was like, you're from the streets, man. Where are your street smarts? And Liz was like, "Well, it's not like he was really winning at the streets." And I was like, ouch. So anyway, so poor Marcel. So anyway, so that's the cats. They're all dysfunctional in different ways. Marcel's danger meter doesn't work. He feels too safe. He feels safer than he should a lot of the time. Like, there are times when we watch him and we're just like, what are you thinking, sir? Like, he sticks his arms down the garbage disposal all the time because he's trying to, like, look for food, or, you know, because he sees stuff disappear down it. And he's like, oh, what's this? Is this a treasure hole? And the other thing he's always doing is jumping in the fridge. And I'm just like, Marcel, these are not safe behaviors, you know, sir. We need a puppy to be Marcel's friend. Yeah, he needs someone equally high energy. All right, so now these are at least at the same position. So that's good. All right, so now we can put this other coffin down, and then we'll be able to fill them. So, yeah, so that's Marcel. He's just a little... The poor puppy would get the beats from Tiny and Kitty. I don't think Tiny and Kitty would tolerate a puppy at all. It would have to be like a really chill dog. Like, maybe that we could rescue an Italian Greyhound or something like that. That they just, once they've been rescued from the tracks, they just lie around, right? I think so. That's what they just need a dog that'll just wants to lie around all day. They need a dog basically that acts exactly like cats. They would be like, no, what is this? It's funny because I don't think dogs would get along. My guess is that the dogs would be most scared of Tiny Cat. That somehow she would be the one they were all like terrified of. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought greyhounds just sleep all day because they're all tight. They're very low energy for the most part. They just have their bursts of energy, and then they're really just done. And so that might be what they could have. That could be their dog. All right, so what I'm going to do is, they don't really need a dog. They have Marcel. Hi. Hi. Wah! All right, so now we fixed what was bothering me where these were not at the same height. That's been bothering me the whole time. So we fixed that. Okay, so now these have their pockets on, and you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Look how perfectly the pockets line up. Okay, so we're in great shape. So what we're going to do when we come back tonight, because it's already almost 4, when we come back tonight, we will, you know, pick out everything we're going to do to stuff these. And this one will be spell potion themed. So we'll go through the embellishments. We'll find the ones that are like spell and potion themed. We'll make some more photo mats. We'll put it all together. We'll fill these up. And then after that, we just have, this one is the Poe themed one. And then this one is the one that is designed to be like a window into a coffin. And I'm not quite sure what we'll do with this one. We'll have to figure it out. But we at least know this one will be potion themed. And this one will be Poe themed. Okay. So when we come back tonight, we'll be working with the potions. All right. Potions, ingredients, all that kind of stuff is what we'll be working with. And then we have more photo mats to add. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, we only have 2. Well, that's okay. What we'll do is I can make more, or we can just not worry about it. So there we go. All right, everyone. Yo, you did all your decorative pages yesterday. So perfect. So you're actually making quite a bit of progress. So yeah. This whole thing, I show you how to make all the different weird templates in the series. There's various templates for it. There is some math involved, but it's not the end of the world. You know, it's not the hardest math of all time. I have faith that you'll get through it. So, thanks so much. Hey, buddy. Whoa! Oh, he's not in the mood at all to be calm. He's not. He's in full crazy mode. Full crazy mode. All right. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. That is 5 hours from now. So whatever time it is where you are now, just add 5 hours. That's when I'll be back. We will stuff these 2 pockets with photo mats and embellishments, journaling spots, all that jazz. We'll make them look really cool. We'll take them from this to this. And then... both of that'll probably take the whole night, but if it doesn't, we'll move on to adding the plastic pockets to these 2. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and I will see you tonight. Bye now.